Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, this is Harry Muppet. Welcome back to another Starcraft 2 Daily Masters. Got another great ZvZ between, I think, the same players as we cast like a week ago or so. VortiX and Golden. So, VortiX up the top left side of the map is 21 years of age from Spain. Plays for Team Millennium. And he's actually gone for a pull first build right here. Whereas on the other hand, Mr. Golden down the bottom right side of the map is 20 years of age from South Korea, plays for the team Alien Invasion, and sponsored by a whole bunch of guys as well. And he's just gone for a straight up hatch into pool sort of play here. So it's going to be interesting to see what this early spawning pool is used for. I'm guessing just for the extra queens early on, but he is getting the gas nice and early. Well, earlier than Golden is anyway, and I assume that's going to be for Ling speed, although there's a very slight chance that we may be seeing a Baling Nest. Does look like Ling speed going to be coming out there, so we'll see if Mr. VortiX can put that to use. Oh, look at this cute little icon there with the alien. So he is from Team Alien Invasion, so I guess that sort of makes sense. Although those guys don't really look like they're invading, they just sort of look like they're staring really hard at something. But anyway, here we go. Queen's gonna be taking him out, sort of. The Ling does manage to get on creep, does not see a Baling Nest, does see the spawning pool actually researching something. It's hard to tell actually. This one's sort of bubbling a little bit, and this one's bubbling a lot. So I guess that's how you tell. So he probably knows that Ling speed is coming, and may be thinking about getting Ling speed by himself. Is getting the gas for it, so my guess is probably going to be that Ling speed is coming out fairly soon. He's not pulling guys off the gas though, so he's not going for crazy fast Ling speed or anything. There it goes, just about to be researched. But yeah, VortiX is definitely going to have that a bit sooner than Mr. Golden. In fact, it's almost finished here. So he's building a ton of Lings at the moment. He's currently 2-1 work ahead, not too far ahead, but he's going to push out with a lot of Lings, and he's going to be able to do a very nice offensive very, very soon, much sooner then Mr. Golden will be able to. But here we go, we've got a nice sort of gap over here, even moving a third queen over to block up this position. So Golden well aware of the threat he is facing with his overlords, of course, scouting all of that stuff out. And now it should be able to hold this off. I mean, speed does not help you when you are facing a wall. So unless he manages to take down the rocks on the other side, he's not going to be getting anywhere. And VortiX, unfortunately, the early speed has been wasted to some degree. So there we go. Managed to take out a creep tumor, but that may be the only casualty in this game so far. Getting another Evo chamber as well. The Ling's going nuts on it, trying to take it out. They're destroying its health. The health is going down, but the Queen just steps smoothly back in to plug up the gap as soon as the Evo chamber goes down. So just lost actually quite a ton of Lings there. 5 Lings. But Golden, look at all these Lings he's turned around with. That is a lot of stuff. There's even a... How the hell did Golden get a spore crawler all the way over there? He must have built it over there and just used the... That's crazy, man. That's a crazy play right there. Manages to block it off. Needs to block off this side. Just does at the very last second. But he doesn't have the queen coverage that Mr. Golden has. So, yeah, it's going to be interesting. But he does have his third base down. And this third base is not looking like it's in a good spot at this point. There's so many Lings around here that you can look at the map and almost say that it's Golden's base. There we go. The third base goes down. And Golden's coming back with a massive, massive amount of Lings off VortiX's attack. And really doing a great job there. But he is facing roaches now. And the Lings from VortiX coming in and should be able to force a cancel here. I think the Lings are going to start to take some damage, but they just move around to the other side. They're getting so close to destroying it. There he goes, forces the cancel, and the Ling's going to try and run. But there we go. So he's held off the expansion, and now they're going to get a scout off as well, being harried the entire time. But they get in, they see the lair being built. They don't see much else. They do destroy a worker. These Lings are doing a fantastic job so far, and they might actually be able to get out. No, they go around the other side, destroy some more workers. Why the hell not? Just absolutely going nuts. Just making absolute pain of themselves. It takes a lot of micro, but if you can keep it up, the amount of workers they're killing, the amount of scouting they're getting, absolutely fantastic stuff. And here we go, the roaches are coming out, so the Lings finally do go down. The question is, who's going to have the biggest Roach army? It looks pretty obvious that VortiX currently does. And income-wise, he's a little bit behind, but only a tiny bit. Both players getting their third bases out. Got a massive amount of lings, so Golden definitely has a lot more lings here. He's got 32, in fact, versus VortiX's 0. But VortiX still with a very decent amount of Roaches in the lead. So yeah, those lings basically have to be used for something constructive, because otherwise he is behind. He's 3 workers ahead and 5 Roaches behind. And I don't know how it kind of works out, but maybe that income advantage is giving him a little bit of an advantage, but I'm quite sure that VortiX is going to be pumping out a ton of workers sometime soon. He's more worried about the Roaches at the moment, getting that Roach number up. And he's pretty much at the same pace. He's 57 workers, going to be at 58 in just a second. And it's going to come down to Roach versus Roach. But, whoa, the upgrades, what are they going to look like? We've got 1-1 for both players. Sorry, 1 weapons for both players. And we do have Roach Speed, I believe this is Roach Speed, for Mr. Golden. VortiX just about to get that as well. He's about the same way through level 2 weapons as Golden is, but he's getting level 1 armor. And that may be the difference maker. I'm hearing a lot of weird sounds here. What the hell is going on? It's like the generators or something. Generators making that noise. That's actually quite annoying. So we're going to move away from that part of the map if we can. The Roach is coming out, but VortiX cannot possibly be thinking of an attack. That would just be crazy. Roach is coming out, going in the normal way. I would have thought they'd take out the back rocks, but of course VortiX does have it scouted. The amount of scouting in ZvZ is just absolutely insane, because it's so long before you get anything that can shoot air, so Overlords just get thrown around everywhere. And here come the Roaches ready to defend. I don't know if they're going to have the range. Of course they will not. They'll be able to stop these Roaches once they come up the ramp though, but here come the Lings. Beautiful play here by Golden. VortiX was ready for it though, and the Lings get scared away. Maybe they're going to run into the expansion. Does not look like it. It's completely walled off except for this tiny gap. And the Roaches, all thinking about moving off. The rocks are down. The Roaches are like, should we go through this gap? Nah, let's go around the massive hole that our enemy just generated. Golden going nuts. He's actually maxed out here. His little bit of a worker advantage has bought him the opportunity to max out. He's now 45 under 56, but he's still got a bunch of lings. And armor, the armor is going to be favoring VortiX, and Golden has no armor at this point, and the numbers are still favoring VortiX. So he's got a beautiful concave here. Golden has run right into the trap. He's going to be losing so many units. We're still 46 over 30, and yeah, it looks like VortiX is definitely doing a great job here. Golden is trying to hold on, despite the fact that he is inside the concave, despite the fact that he does not have the armor that VortiX has. And I think that was a massive, massive mistake for Golden to try and continue with that attack. He has lost too many Roaches, and now he is going to be screwed. So, I could not believe that he just stayed up inside that concave and just tried to take it to VortiX. With all those disadvantages, it just completely ruined his army, and now he is going to be paying the price. And he gives the GG pretty much straight away after he's run out of Roaches. Just could not take those guys, and what a mistake from Golden, man. I mean, really, just what a mistake. I guess he could have fallen back, and falling back was the right decision. Maybe, but the only thing he really could have done is fallen up the top of this ramp, tried to hold a concave there, and just let his third base get taken out. That's the only thing he possibly could have done, which might have resulted in a victory. And that still eventually would have resulted in a defeat. So he was screwed no matter what. As soon as but this, I mean, you fall back and you try and hold a concave here maybe. You try and flank from the other side. You try and do something. You do not run into a concave and just sit there and attack, because it's just not going to happen. If your opponent's got the armor advantage, you try and fall back. You try and get the position advantage. You do not let your opponent have the position and the armor advantage at the same time, because it's just a recipe for disaster. But anyway, game done. VortiX, very, very nice job. Did a lot of great things. And yeah, Golden kind of did let him have it at the end of it. But anyway, that's been the game. I hope you enjoyed. This is ZvZ. I saw another great PvP, so I might try and get that done tomorrow, or at least in the near future. We'll see what we can do. And yeah, it's going to be great. So thank you very much for watching this game. I'll catch you guys tomorrow. It's been Harry Muppet.